What's up, YouTube? This is Genesis 121 giving you guys my December update on the 140-gallon mixed reef aquarium. So everything's been doing really good. Things have been on the up with this tank. One thing I can say, after I do a water change, everything seems to do really good with this tank. Got some new additions. We'll start going through that. So let's get into it. So one thing that has been good is, I mentioned in my last video that I was trying to really hone in on my parameters and get them stabilized and get them as constant as possible, and I have been able to do that. I was dealing with the low pH last time, and what I've done, I've raised my magnesium levels and been keeping my alkalinity and calcium levels right, and my pH has just been dead on. It's been around 8.2 in the daytime, and it drops down to 8.0 at night, where before it would be like 8.0 in the daytime and drop down to 7.8 at night. So that's been one big plus that I've been able to tackle within this month. So aside from dosing the calcium, alkalinity, and magnesium and keeping my parameters stable, one thing I've been dosing also is this fuel by Aquavitro, and I've been using it for about a month now, and I've been getting really good results as far as polyp extension and coral growth. Definitely recommend it, but it does come with a price tag, unfortunately. I haven't had this before, but I have started noticing that I'm getting some green hair algae in some areas in the tank. Unfortunately, you can see in certain little crevices, like in there, getting a little green hair algae growing. And let me see, other places, like you can see in there, it's a little green hair algae. So this stuff does work great, but unfortunately it does come with the price. So for now, I'm going to be discontinuing using it until I can figure out another solution to get the little green hair algae that I have in here gone. So if you can look here in the center of the tank, you can now see that the carpet anemone that I had is no longer there. The carpet anemone just kept on moving around in this part of the tank, and it was burying itself and hiding behind the rocks, and it started moving my rocks around because it was so large. And after having a couple fish disappear, I just decided to get rid of it. So I took it back to the fish store, and they gave me store credit for it, and I used that store credit to get me a couple Zoa frags. So there's a couple of them there. It's that one and that one there. I got those two frags, and I gave them the carpet nymph for that. But after I did that, I did go ahead and re-aquascape this right side of the tank here. Before, I did have this cave going on here, but this section here was a little bit different, so bring it out for you guys. You can see over here, still got this area over here on this side, which is going to be my whole mushrooms and all that, where I put that. All this area up top here is going to be SPS. Down here is where I plan on having acros. I do have my clam there, and then all along the sand bed and stuff here is going to be different kind of LPS. You know, I plan on getting a bubble coral and a couple brain corals, or you know, maybe a scully or something all down there. And then I did move my Xenia down here to the bottom, so when it does grow out, it'll stay down here on this bottom rock. and this area right here, I'll just fill that up with different kind of either LPS or softies all along this area here. So I did get a couple new additions to the tank. Couple zoas over here. I'm just really trying to get my zoa garden coming together and fill this in. And I know a lot of the zoas I may have may not be the really high-end designer zoas, but just trying to get a different variety of zoas and pallies in this area just to fill it up and kind of give it some contrast. This was one of the pallies that I did pick up here. Pretty nice, they're like purple. And these ones back here look really nice. Some of them are closed up right now. There was a crab walking over it, but when the actinics are on, the orange rims that are going around them just really pop. And then over here, got this frag of these zoas that got this orange center in them. So those are ones that I've added, and I've also got my first acro, and this is a pretty huge colony here. I was on Atlanta Reef on the Reef Club that I'm part of online, and I posted all the fish that I had: the yellow tang, the 2 Clarky clownfish, the lawnmower blenny, and it was 2 fire shrimp. And I posted all those up for sale or trade. And there was a guy that hit me up, and he told me that he had this acro in his tank, and this was the only SPS that he had. So he offered to trade all those fish and invertebrates for me for this acro colony. And originally it was attached to a rock that had a bunch of wasn't xenia, it was something that was like xenia growing all over the rock, and that stuff just looked really ugly, and I knew it would spread pretty bad if it got in my tank. So I attempted to this acro had already started encrusting onto the rock, so I tried to make an attempt at pulling it off and detaching it from the rock, and when I did that, I did break it off. This was the base that it was on there that it did encrust to the rock on, and right there you can see where it broke off. But I put that in there, and then I just put this colony here, and there's a couple little frags that accidentally broke off, but I'm probably gonna just glue those down to a rock and probably sell those. But when I first got this frag, it does have purple tips, but all on the bottom was white. He had this under T5s, and I'm running LEDs here, but I guess that's a crazy thing about some acros. Depending on the different lights that they're under, they will change colors. So this one, I believe it's a tricolor acro. Correct me if I'm wrong, but now all the base of it and all that is like a green color, and now it has purple tips, where before, when the guy first brought it to me, it was a white base with purple tips. So it's pretty interesting. Also got this little colony here of purple mushrooms. The mushrooms don't seem to be doing all that good in my tank. I'm not sure if it's too much light they're getting, but even these ones here, these were the first ones I had. They don't fully open like they should be. And even these here, they're probably just still light acclimated to my tank. But when I got them at the store, they were twice the size that they are now. So that's pretty much it for new additions. Let's go through and do a walkthrough of all the corals. Alright, so we're looking at the Zoa Pally Garden here. Everything's been doing great, been getting a lot of growth, a lot of new heads off of some of these. Some of them have really been taken off. Like this colony right here, probably going to have to start fragging some of those or move it because they're growing crazy. These pallies down here have got a lot of new heads. My green star polyps is spreading and encrusting all over this whole rock there, so it's pretty good. Just been making additions here, trying to give a good variety of color and variety in here. The rose bubble tip anemone's been doing great. It's growing, large bubbles on it. I do target feed it like once a week, and it's been doing great. My Duncan's here. As you can see, this frag that I had here that has one head has all the other heads on there. It was like 10 of them going all the way around. Those are growing. My 3 heads that I have now back here have now grown 2 more heads, so now there's 5 heads on this one back there. So the Duncans are really taking off and growing nice. The 2 hammers that I have been doing good. No real growth on them. They've just been pretty much the same. My Monty Cap section up here has seen some growth. As you can see there, the green Monty Cap has the 2 frags that I have grown together. Seeing some growth down here on the red one. My purple rim Monty Cap is really growing slowly. I haven't really seen too much growth on that one. Have had some little bit of growth on the purple Monty Cap here. So the Polsinzenia has been doing good. You can see it's dropped a couple new heads down here and starting to spread over on this rock. The candy canes are doing good. The toadstool is getting a lot bigger now. I did move it, so it's kind of still adjusting to its new area that it's in now. But so far, so good. The Monipora digitata that I have has not had any growth at all. It's pretty much stayed the same size as frag since I've had it. The Acro has been doing great. Been seeing a lot of color change in it, and the color, like I said, has been the main difference on it. But at nighttime when the lights go out, I do see polyp extension on it, so I guess that's good. And then my clam has been doing great down here. This Acan frag that I had is really just hasn't been doing good at all. It's bleached out. I tried moving it around to different areas, and it just doesn't seem like it's going to be bouncing back. And the mushrooms I have here, they're doing decent. They're alright, not really opening up fully like some of them usually do. And then these mushrooms, the new ones I've added, they're still kind of acclimating to the tank, so they haven't fully opened up like they were at the LFS. And then my Fabia down here still looks a little bleached in areas, but like I said, at nighttime I do get some polyp extension on it. And then the War Coral, nothing much has changed on that. Haven't seen any new growth on it, but nothing bad has been happening with it. And I believe it's Pavona, not sure, but no big change on that. It's just kind of been stagnant. So as far as the fish, they've been doing great. They're all growing healthy. Fortunately, I did lose my strawberry dotty back. No idea what happened to him or what was going on, but I did come down and he was dead, so pulled him out. So not really sure, but you know, not going to be adding any fish anytime soon. When I do decide to add some more fish, it's going to be a bunch of them that'll be in a bulk at once, and they'll all go through quarantine before getting introduced into the main display. But like I said, these ones have been doing great. Everybody's here is hungry right now, so I'm about to feed the tank, but they've been doing good. Alright, well that pretty much does it now. Stay tuned for the next update. Hit that like button if you haven't already, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching.